Yes, indeed, my first guest. Starring Frida and the Spy Kids movies. Currently, he can be seen in the Broadway play 9, and beginning next Friday, you can see him in Spy Kids 3D. Game Over. Please welcome Antonio Banderas. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
What is this shirt you're wearing? It's this very...
I knew. I did it with a purpose, you know, because I know that many people is going to see this shirt are going to think about sex.
Right.
I don't know why. You know, speed service.
Speed service, right.
And if they do, they have to go to a psychiatrist.
Yes,
actually.
yes. Because when people... That's so American. We read sex into everything. We see Antonio Banderas wearing a shirt that says speed service, and immediately we're thinking...
I don't think that sex is about speed, but it's about service.
Yes,
definitely.
yes. Well, very nice. How dare you drag this fine show into the gutter with your First of all, your accent. I absolutely think it would be great to go through life with this accent that you have.
What are you talking about? I don't have an accent.
You have a very slight, very hard to detect accent.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would think that the ladies must love that accent. I would just think that that would be money in the bank with that accent.
It's kind of exotic, I suppose. Yeah, that's what they say. I don't know why, because for me, I don't have an accent.
Right. For you, you don't. Was it? But you've.
It was harder at the beginning. At the beginning, not an accent. I was pretending that I was understanding what the people was telling me. You know?
Oh, when you came here, you didn't really know English.
It created a lot of problems for me. I remember being in an interview once here in New York, and somebody asked me, "What are your American favorite foods?"
Right.
And I said, Francis Ford Coppola and Martin Scorsese.
Right, right.
Kind of weird.
Yeah. Then you just should cover. There are sandwiches at a deli named after them.
Right.
But no, I would just think it would be great to, you know, because so many people fall for an accent right away. You know what I mean? I would think so many women, they must like an accent right away. It just seems so exotic. Do you know what I mean?
I suppose that happens because they comment that to me, but I'm not so much conscious about that. Actually.
Right.
But they do. Yeah, they said that to me many times. You know.
If I were, and how do you pronounce your name? Because even your name is Antonio Banderas. Is that how you say it?
Antonio Banderas. Antonio Banderas.
You want it all together.
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. Yeah. But they pronounce it Banderas. Banderas.
Right. But
they gave me an award in Los Angeles once, and even the name was written wrong. It was written as is pronounced in America.
And they said Tony Banderas.
Banderas, with an E at the end.
They're like, no! Who is this Tony Banderas?
Banderas.
I am Antonio Banderas.
There you go.
There's no stopping at all. I love that.
Antonio
I wish I could be Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, exactly.
People always say Conan O'Brien, but I want to be Conan O'Brien.
I can say the whole entire name is even more difficult because my real name is José Antonio Domínguez Banderas.
That is amazing.
José Antonio Domínguez Banderas.
That was incrable.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah. When you've had a few drinks, you can't do that, obviously.
Absolutely
not. You're like, I am Tony.
Tony.
Yeah. Whatever. Leave me alone. I am Conando, by the way. That's, I think, my name. That's how my name translates into Spanish, isn't it, Conando?
But you just divide it in two, no? Conan and O'Brien. Later.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I like
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien.
That's how I'm going to do it from now on. Now that you've told me how to do it. Yeah, and then I'll have the ladies all over me. Huh?
Yeah, all right.
I've heard you're obviously you're in excellent physical shape. But you don't have to work at it. I've heard. You can eat whatever you want.
I actually know. No, if I run in the morning and stuff like that, it's just because I love the fact of going in a park in the morning. But I am not obsessed about my physical appearance or anything like that.
Because so many, you eat anything? Because so many people in Hollywood, you hear Brad Pitt only eats, you know, boiled chicken or a squirrel he found in the park or something to keep that shape. But that you don't worry about it. Anything? You eat anything?
Anything. Last night I ate 6 or 7 chocolate donuts. Watching TV.
Wait a minute.
Just like that.
You ate 6 or 7 chocolate donuts? Were you watching a soap opera and weeping? Why? Now I'm picturing you just watching the Lifetime channel, like wearing a muumuu and eating giant donuts.
And after the donuts, I may go for some potato chips.
That's incredible.
And I go back to the donuts later.
And then and I love it. You go to the donut shop and you ask for a bag of like 15 chocolate donuts, and then you just turn to them and say, "I am Antonio Banderas." And they're like, "That is so great." Well, I heard this was true. I didn't know if it was. I wanted to see if you would eat a pink Hostess snowball right there. Well, I just want to see if you would.
Absolutely. Oh my God! What is?
What is that? Those are found in nature. Those are all natural. Those are...
Still alive.
Still alive. I just want to see if you'll do this. If you... Oh, wow, look at that. You are. Oh, nice. Good, right?
Very good. Look at it.
That was good. We'll save this for later. Right in there. No one has to know it.
People may get confused with that.
What?
May get confused with that.
I'm going to find this in like a month. That's the sad part. Let's talk about 9. This is your first time on Broadway.
First time.
This is very impressive. Your first time on Broadway, never done a Broadway show before.
Right.
Nominated for a Tony.
Right.
That's just got to be...
It was beautiful. It was beautiful because the first night... I remember the first night that I was in the wings, just waiting to get on the stage, suddenly it just came to me like a flash that I was going to speak in English for 2 hours and a half.
Right, right.
That I was going to sing on the stage for the first time in my life.
Right.
And I was on Broadway. When
Right.
I hit the third thought that I was on Broadway, the light did boom, and I was on the stage. And so I thought that they were going to crucify me
Right.
in Times Square, and for $0.25, anybody who can come and just kick my butt could have done it. It would have been a line until Wall Street,
Wow.
you know. But no. It has been a beautiful experience so far, beautiful, and it's continuing because every night we are performing, and I'm going to be here until the 5th of October.
Yeah.
And I suppose that the company is going to continue after me. They're going to substitute me, and they got a beautiful show, and it's going to go on.
This is great. You faced your fear, and it's all worked out.
Now it's gone. You know, you got fears. Anyway, even when I did theater in Spain, because that's my roots as an actor. I started in National Theater in Spain many years ago. But even when I was doing theater in Spanish, it's hard, you know. You have to go in front of an audience.
Well, you're out there in front of a crowd, and if something goes wrong. And I was curious what you thought of the Tony Awards, because it was very controversial this year, and there's a lot of same-sex, you know, sort of goings-on, and people hugging and kissing, which is fine.
It's fine.
But many people watching at home on television were shocked. In fact, we have a clip from the Tonys, which is pretty. Yeah, it was an intense experience. Take a look at this.
The 57th Annual Tony Awards.
Don't you think?
What?
Don't you think that that moment was actually very cute?
It was very beautiful. I want to say, I didn't think I looked that good. Let's go from that to Spy Kids, a wonderful movie. I like my transitions. Gay sex, yes. No, anyway, this latest Spy Kids movie is in 3D.
In 3D.
Does that mean when you're filming it, you're constantly, it's like the old, you know, SCTV sketch where people you have to constantly be like looming in towards the camera, right? You have to constantly be acting in a certain way to make 3D effects.
Yes, not exactly like that, but for example, I have a little scene in a table.
What's wrong with that? I think that sums up the movie beautifully. It'd be great if that was the only 3D effect, was you just leaned in to give lines, but there was never anything else.
No, but you play actually with your hands in front of the camera more than normal, or you just throw objects to the camera and stuff like that.
Right.
And it's pretty exciting, you know, because it's spectacular, actually.
And also kids would love it,
I've seen that kind of 3D in, you know, science of museums, science stuff like that, IMAX theaters and stuff, but never in normal theaters.
Right.
So people is going to be actually shocked by how beautiful it is, because it's not only just 3D, it's film also in digital system, and the new system that actually we have been shooting quite a while now.
We have a clip right here, and I want to make sure that we can enjoy it.
Go ahead.
And we have I think 3D glasses here, so let's let's watch this.
Put
We have a clip here from Spy Kids 3D, so let's check this out. Put these on. You've been all supplied with them in the audience and at home. Oh, wait, no, you haven't, just us. Roll this clip,
we're going to see an atomic...
That was amazing. That looked cool.
It's impressive, actually, because the fact that
No, I'm serious.
I just love natural movies with no special effects.
I just wet myself. That was so good.
That is normally something that I do every day.
Yeah.
You know, I go to the theater like that.
You walk around town with these? That's terrific. 9 is now playing at the Eugene O'Neill Theater on Broadway, and Spy Kids 3D Game Over opens next Friday. Loved having you here. Please come back soon. Antonio Banderas, everyone. Zoe Saldana coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. That was great. All right, everybody.